Dear students in grade 12, good afternoon and welcome to the English seminar for today. In today's seminar, we are going to focus on grammar. As you know, our book is rich in grammar, full of grammar, and we are going to focus today on the most important thing in this seminar. Of course, we have a lot of things to talk about, but not for today. We are going from 17th of April and on to revise every single thing in the book. So please always stay with us in order to make use of this channel. Before we start our discussion for today, which will be focusing on some rules in our book, let me introduce and welcome my colleagues here in the studio, Ms. Basima Al-Killisli.
Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon, Ms. Basima, and Mr. Hamid Al-Talib, an English teacher from Damascus. Good afternoon, Mr. Hamid.
Good afternoon, sir, and thank you so much for having me back on the show.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be with me always, okay? Because we always are looking for good teachers so that they, you know, they...
Thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity to join you in this symposium.
Thank you very much. My dear colleagues, my students, my dear students, we are going to talk today about three very important things. Three, or maybe more if we have enough time. But as you know, we have 3 or 4 important rules that are very important to our students, especially in the exam.
Yeah.
We are going to start first with the word wish, and this is a very a simple grammar, but it is very important at the same time.
Yeah.
It is wish, then this wish is, as you know, is used with the simple past tense.
Yeah.
So now, Mr. Hamid, I'm going to start with you, although I always start with ladies, because ladies first.
No problem, sir.
But today I'm going to start with you, since you are, or you have the second now participation here.
And no problem, sir.
Mr. Hamid, would you please tell us something about wish?
Well,
Yes,
basically, or
yes.
generally speaking, the speaker uses the verb wish in the sentence when he or she wants reality to be exactly the opposite, to be exactly different.
Yes.
That's the general use of the verb wish in a sentence.
So here we have something in reality.
Yeah.
Now the person who is speaking wants to be the opposite.
Yeah, he wants this reality to be exactly different, exactly the opposite.
Okay. Would you please give us an example of
For
that?
example, let's imagine somebody says, I don't have a house.
Yes.
If he want to use the verb wish, he gonna say, I wish I had a house.
Yes, good. I don't have a house. I wish I had a house. Now, very nice, very nice. Here in this case, what are the changes that we did to change into a wish sentence? What did we do here? I don't have, then
Yeah.
I had. So would you please explain what we did here?
So at first, when he said in the real sentence, when he
Yes.
said, I don't have
Yes.
a house.
So
when
here
he
in the
transformed
sentence here, it
when-
is in the negative.
Yeah,
I
it's in
don't
the
have.
negative, in the
Yes.
present symbol.
Yes.
I don't have a house. Now,
Yes.
when I transform the sentence to the wish, okay, using the wish in the sentence, first of all, I deleted the don't,
Yes.
because I should, put it in the opposite.
In the opposite
Yes.
situation.
So
Very
it's
nice.
in the negative, I gotta make it the positive.
In the positive.
Yes.
Very nice. Then what about the verb, the main verb here?
The main verb, I gotta go a tense back.
A tense back. Very nice. So
I
here,
gotta use the past symbol.
the past simple.
Yeah.
So it
And by
becomes
the way, Mr. Karim,
Yes.
it's very important to mention here that the use of the simple past here, especially in this pattern, the simple past is unreal.
It is unreal.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you are
We're talking
imagining
about a wish in the present.
Yes, a wish in the present. It is not real. It is unreal here. Very
Yeah.
nice. Yes, I agree with you.
It's
very
unreal.
good. Very good. Very nice. Thank you. Now, the question is, we have, a number of cases in which we use
Exactly.
this word wish.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
Would you please start with the first one?
Well, the first one, we have this pattern. We start with wish, and the past simple.
Yes.
And we have in other cases, of course, we have the wish with the past perfect.
Why do we use
have
wish here in this case? For
Well,
what? To express what?
The speaker uses this pattern wish with the past symbol
Yeah.
in order to express that he would like something to be different about
Yeah.
a present or a future
So
situation.
here, yes, here to express regrets maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Regrets,
In the
okay. Sorry, the laptop, please. Example here, I don't have my glasses with me. I don't have my glasses with me. Here,
If I want to use the wish here in this sentence,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I wish I had my glasses with me.
very nice. I wish I
I had
had my
my
glasses
glasses
with me. Now the original sentence is I don't have.
I don't have.
I
yeah.
don't
Simple
have.
present.
It is in simple present and in the negative.
Yeah.
So what are you wishing here? You wish here that you had your glasses with you.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Very nice. This is, an example. Let's now take another example. Someone might say, I wish I were 10 years younger.
I wish
I wish I were
10 years.
10
young.
years younger.
And by the way, this is, when we use wish with the past simple form, I mean this pattern, it's used to describe, impossible things.
Yes.
Very unlikely things to happen.
Very nice.
I imagine that
It's
a very old
impossible,
man,
yeah,
he's
it is
70 years
impossible,
old.
yes.
He's 70 years
Yes.
old, and when he starts saying, well, I wish I were 10 years younger. That's
Yeah.
impossible.
Very nice.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Okay. But he might see that because he wants to get married. So,
Yeah.
so he
So he
wishes
just
that
wishes.
he is 10 years younger,
Yeah,
so that he
exactly.
can get married. Okay.
that's impossible, of
yes,
course.
that's impossible. Very nice. The laptop, please. So here we say, I wish I were 10 years younger.
Yeah.
This is another example. Now, Miss Basima, we come to you now to talk about the second step or second thing that we use wish for, which is could.
Yes,
Please.
we use wish with could to express regret about inability to change situations we don't like.
Yeah.
Like-
So here to express inability.
Yeah.
Inability.
Inability
Okay?
to do something
To do
possible.
something possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you please give us an example here about that?
For example, I can't swim today because I have broken leg,
Yes.
but I wish I could swim.
Yes, I can't swim. I can't swim.
Yeah.
So you might, why? I've broken my leg. So I can't. I wish I could.
But
So here, I can't. The situation is that you can't, okay?
Yeah.
But the wish is that you wish you could. So here, I can't swim. Here, we change can't into positive, and we change also the tense of the verb to become in the
passive,
past.
yes.
So here it becomes,
Passive.
I wish I could. I wish I could swim, or I wish I could. Very good. Thank you, Ms. Basima. Let's have another example. Here we say, I read slowly. I'd like to read more quickly. Here now, this is a sentence. How do you change it from this case into a wish sentence? Here the sentence says, I read slowly and would like to read more quickly. Okay? So what do you say that in this case? I wish
I wish I could
I wish
read more quickly.
Yes, we say, I wish I could read more quickly. I wish I
We
could.
can give a negative meaning, by the way,
Yes.
Mr. Kareem.
Exactly, it gives
I mean,
yes.
it ain't important to
Yes.
stick that we
Yes.
gotta, delete the negative
So here
and
we
use the
say that,
positive.
Mr. Hamid, we say
Yeah.
that here the situation, the real situation is completely opposite of what you wish.
Yeah.
What you imagine,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
So here it is completely opposite.
Yes.
Completely, opposite to the real situation. Very nice. So here I read slowly.
Yes.
You say, I wish I could read more quickly. Right.
Exactly.
This is about could and about how to express inability or a wish in an inability case, right? So let's now do to the third point, Mr. Hamid.
The third case is when we use wish with would.
With would.
Yes.
Why
This is
do
a
we
very
use
special
would
case.
here? Why
Well-
do we use now simple past?
Yeah.
We used could.
Yeah.
Now what about would?
Well, actually or generally, the speaker uses this pattern, this formula, the wish plus would, in order to express his or her criticism, annoyance, dissatisfaction, impatience with someone else's behavior. So in this way, I can say, or I gotta say that I gotta use, wish with would.
Oh,
For
yes.
example, I wish she would stop talking.
Yes.
I wish you would stop smoking.
So here we
It's
have
a little bit sounds like
criticism.
a polite request
Yes.
to make.
No.
It's very it's a kind of way to make an imperative more polite. An
Yes.
imperative sentence.
Exactly here, but here we have criticism, here we have,
have
annoyance, right?
Yeah.
She smokes a lot. I wish
She would stop smoking.
would stop smoking.
Yeah.
Very nice. So here the wish is the opposite of reality.
So the speaker just wants the other person to change his behavior.
Exactly. How?
It's a little
By
bit like
using
polite imperative.
yes, it is a polite
Instead of saying
imperative.
don't smoke here,
Yes,
I wish you would
yes,
stop smoking
very,
in
very
here.
nice indeed. I wish you would stop smoking
in here.
Very nice. Now we have a call, Mr. Hamid.
Yeah.
A call from
Hello?
Omar.
Yes, Omar.
Hello, Omar.
Good
How are
afternoon.
you? Good afternoon, Omar.
How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you studying well? Are you preparing well?
Yes,
Very nice. What's your question, Omar?
yes, thank you. In the activities book,
Yes.
we have text such as the computer text, page 7,
Page 7.
and also
Yes.
the text of Sophia, page 11,
Page 11.
and also the text of the greenhouse
Oh my
gases,
God, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, okay.
and text of the greenhouse gases,
Yes,
page 38.
38. Yes.
Do such texts come to the exam as a main text? I mean the first text in the question paper with the questions and synonyms.
Now here, expressing opinions in an essay, this is, Omar, this is, for writing. It is not a reading text. Okay, we have a specific reading text in the book, so focus on them, study them well. But these are here in page 7, on page 7, it is expressing what?
Opinions about-
Opinions. This is for writing, to teach you how to write an essay or a paragraph. Then about page 11, look at page 11. Here on page 11 also this is writing here. It is a grammar here.
Grammar.
It is a grammar. It is not reading, okay? So if you want to know about this, focus on the reading text. We have in each unit, we have 1 or 2 reading texts, okay? So study them, analyze them, study the vocabs in them, study the grammar of them, and that is all. But for these will not come as a main text in the examination. Do you understand me? Yes.
Are this text important or not important?
Actually, everything in the book is important because the book was written so that you as students must study from cover to cover. So you have to study everything in that, okay? And you have to expect any question from the book.
Okay. Another question, please.
Yes, please.
Also in the student's book, there are texts in the review,
In the review,
such as the text of Greenchester, page 28,
28.
which contains spaces,
Yes.
and in addition to the text of Apamia, page
Yes.
24.
Yes, we have a 28
Do
and,
these texts come as a
and,
main text
20,
in the...
and the 24. Actually, look here, in 24, we have, vocabulary. We have color idioms, right? And we have about the phrasal verbs. So this is not reading, Omar. This is not about reading, not for reading. Okay, also on page 28, we have here grammar and vocabs. Here we have a greenhouse, Grinchester. Okay, also this is an exercise. It is not a reading text. So practice it, do it as an exercise, not as a reading text, okay? Yeah. So it is important as, an exercise about maybe here we have about past perfect and simple past. It is very important, of course. Yes, very important, but not as a reading because it doesn't belong to reading texts.
So what is the text? What is the text that will come in the final exam, like the main text?
Oh my God! Everything is expected. Everything, all the text. For example, I'll give you an example of that. Yes. For example, you have here on page 17, for example, in a lesson called Migration, entitled Migration, why do people leave their home countries? This is a text. It might come in the exam. So all the texts, all the others might come in the exam. Okay? So for example, also you have, a text on page 35, okay, the spread of the desert. This is a text. This is a reading text. So yeah, so here, these are the reading texts which might come in the exam. Yes. Okay, yes. Yes. Thank you, Omar. Thank you for your call. Thank you. Also, we have another call from May. Hello? Hello, May? Hello? There is no May? No call? Okay. Rahat May. Okay. So here we say May has gone. Right. So here now we say would or wouldn't.
Yeah.
So when we criticize people for doing something, right? Yeah. We use would. You have just said an example, Mr. Hamid, about a woman smoking, right? Yes. Who smokes. Yes. You said she smokes a lot.
And that's, annoys me.
Yes, it
and
annoys.
Instead of saying, instead of telling her in such a direct, a very strict way, instead of telling her the imperative, I just want to say yes.
Yes. We have a call from Damascus. Yes, please. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. How are you?
Both.
How are you?
Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Would you please listen from the hand? Yes, please.
She's listening from the
Yes,
TV.
please. Yes, please. Yes, please. What's your question? Your question.
Verse 18, number 3, what question?
Sorry?
Page.
Page. Which book? Which book? Is it in the activity or in the student's book?
Student's book.
Or what page? What page?
Student's book.
Sorry?
Student's book, page.
Page what?
18.
18. Yes, page 18.
Yeah, what about it?
Yes, please. What's your question? What's your question? Hello? What's your question?
Number 3, what's the question?
We have
Number 3, answer these questions using numbers and words. Is
Yes.
that her question?
What is your question? What about it?
Which one of them?
She said exercise number 3.
Exercise number 3. It's talking about math, you know, calculations.
Yes, I know.
What is twice 6,000?
Okay, yes. What's your question? There is no call. I don't understand your question. So, okay, let's now go on, please. So we talked about would.
Yeah.
We said that would is used when you are annoyed or when you criticize someone, okay, for something. Here we say, we have some examples here. The speaker is telling someone to stop doing something, okay? If you ask me to stop something,
Yeah.
I
gonna
to
tell
stop
you,
doing
or-
something.
Yeah, I gonna tell you in this case, I wish you would stop doing this thing.
Okay, or say, I wish you wouldn't
Wouldn't
do
do
that.
this.
Yeah.
So you can say, would stop doing that, or wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
If I say, I wish you wouldn't do that, what does it mean? Here it means that you are doing something annoying, okay?
Yeah.
And I am, you know, annoyed with that. So I ask you,
You want me
okay,
to change my
to
behavior?
change
Yeah.
your behavior.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So here I say, I wish you wouldn't do that. It means that you must change that. But I say here in a polite way.
Yeah.
In a polite way.
It could be
I
considered as a polite imperative.
Yes, polite imperative. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Hamid.
Okay.
We have a call from Hala.
Yes.
Hello, Hala.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine.
Oh, very nice. Hala, are you studying well?
Yeah, of course.
Very nice. What's your question?
I want to know, does the translation sentence come from Arabic to English from the scientific book?
Actually, yes. Yes, from the
Arabic to
yes,
English.
yes, from the scientific book, which is supplement. Yes, this for translation from English into Arabic. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your call. Yes. So here, I wish I would get up early. What does it mean? I wish I would get up early. Why do we use this, Miss Basima?
It means that I am unhappy about my own behavior
Yes.
and I want to change it,
Yeah.
but maybe I can't.
Yeah, I always get up
dissatisfied.
late.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
dissatisfied,
Exactly.
okay,
About
my
my
behavior,
Yeah.
about my habit. So I want to change it. I wish I would get up early. So here it means that I am dissatisfied, not satisfied
Yeah.
with my behavior
Yeah.
because I always get up late. Very
Yeah,
nice.
and I want to
indeed.
change this
And
behavior.
I want to change
This
this
behavior.
behavior. I think now this is everything about,
Wish.
you know, about
But I
wish.
just,
Yes,
excuse
please.
me, Mr.
Yes,
Karim,
please.
but I just would like to add something very important. I
Yes.
know it's not included here in the
Yes,
curriculum.
yes.
We can replace wish with if only. And
Yes.
if only is used in exactly the same way as we use wish.
Exactly.
The difference is that it's a very little difference.
Yes.
If only is a little bit stronger than wish. It's more dramatic, more
That's right.
emphatic. I can
That's-
say, I wish I had a house, if only I had a house.
Very nice.
The difference is that after wish, before
Yes.
the wish,
But
the
here,
wish is
Mr.
preceded by the
Yes,
subject.
very nice.
But,
But-
if only is followed by the
Yes.
subject.
But here, Mr. Hamid,
Yeah.
here in our book, there is about wish. If
Yeah.
only might be studied at
So we gotta
university.
stick
Yeah,
to
we
the
have
text.
the three
of course,
cases
of course,
only
to stick
here.
to the text
Yeah.
here, because we are not going to confuse our students about using if only, right? We have wish, and in the exam, they will have a sentence using wish, to use wish in,
Yeah.
okay? Right.
in three
Thank
cases.
you.
They are just required to use wish.
Very nice. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you very much. Now, after that, we come, Miss Basima,
To the
passive voice.
voice, yeah.
Okay. And you know the laptop, please. And we know that the passive is the passive a tense or a structure? Passive voice is not a tense,
It's a
by the way.
structure, yeah.
It is a structure. Why do we use passive voice?
If we want to focus on the object, not on the subject,
Yes.
or on the action itself.
Very nice.
And
So-
we use it sometimes with formal. If we want to make our statement more formal, we use the passive voice.
We use the passive.
Many cases, actually, we use the passive
Yes,
voice.
very nice. And this is one of the cases
It's
that
very important
Basima
when
has
the action,
just said.
when the action itself is more important than the people or the person doing the action. And we can find such cases in the news headlines, in the newspapers articles, in the processes,
Yeah.
in advertisements, instructions.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. We are going to talk about all these, okay, after the call. We have a call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon. Your name, please?
Fatma.
Fatima. Okay, Fatima. Yes, please, Fatima. What's your question?
Activity book.
Activity book.
Passive
Page.
voice.
Sorry?
Passive voice.
Passive
The
voice.
passive voice.
Passive
We're
voice.
talking
We
about
are
the passive
talking
voice
now. We
right
are
now.
going to talk about the passive, Fatima. So please, you can listen to.
35.
Sorry, page
13.5.
35.
Yeah.
Sentence
Page
E.
35. Yes. What's your question?
E.
Question E. 35.
Number two.
Number
2.
2. What about number 2?
Sentence E.
Sorry?
Sentence E.
Sentence E.
Yeah,
Sentence
yes.
E. Right? We have elephants make pass through
Wow.
the areas where they live and other animals have used these. Is this now the sentence?
I think she's gone.
Okay, Fatima has gone.
I think that
We are
there is,
going to answer this. Yes, please,
I think
Basim.
that we have two sentences here.
Yes, we have
fact.
two sentences
Yeah.
that we
And we
can
have
change
to
into
change them to
passive.
passive,
Yes,
yes.
please.
The first one, elephants make paths through the areas where they live. This is the first sentence.
Okay. Now here, Basima, we are going to get back to this sentence after we
Okay.
explain about passive in general. So remind me of it in order
Yeah.
to explain to our students, okay?
Okay.
So here now we were talking about passive voice and how we make passive or why we use passive in English. We have passive in Arabic also, so passive is not only in English.
Yeah.
Also we have
Many
passive.
languages use this construction.
Yeah, very nice.
We sometimes don't know who did this action for.
Yes.
So we have the
sorry,
passive voice
before
here.
that we have
Another
Mustafa. Mustafa, hello Mustafa.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you studying well?
Yes.
Are you staying at home for coronavirus? Yes, Mustafa, what's your question? Mustafa,
What?
what's your question? Oh my God. Yes, okay. There is no question with Mustafa. Yes, please. Now, we talked about, you said, that when we want to focus more
On the action, or
the action
the
itself,
object, something.
rather than the action, the doer of the action, or, the agent of the action.
It's called the agent.
Agent or doer of the action,
Yeah.
we use here passive voice.
Yeah.
Would you please give us some examples about that?
Yes, okay.
Yes.
For example, a local builder built the house.
A local builder built
built
a house. A local builder built
Built.
the house. Now,
This is, an active verb.
before you complete, we have 3 steps
To make passive,
to make
yes.
passive.
The first step, we have to put the object at the beginning of the passive sentence.
Good.
The second step, we want to use one of the verbs to be, and it must we must depend on the main verb.
Yes.
Yeah.
On
If it's, for example, in the
it depends actually here, Basima, on the new subject. So here it depends.
It's according to singular and plural.
Exactly, on the new subject.
Yeah.
And also according to the time of the main verb. The
Yes,
time,
you have
the
to
tense of the verb.
focus on the
If
tense.
it
Tense remains the same,
The
but the
tense.
verb changes into the passive.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line.
Then the last step or the third step.
We have to put the main verb in the past participle.
Very nice. The main verb is used in
In the
verb
past-
3 in the form of the past
Past
participle.
participle, yeah.
We are going to complete after we have a call. Ali, Hello, Ali. 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 Ali has gone. Okay. No Ali. No question.
Now, if we want to mention the agent, we have to
Yes.
use by. For example, by someone.
Sometimes we need to use the agent. So in
When
this
it
case,
gives
how-
information.
yeah, information. Now, let's give some examples in order to clarify the idea here. When I say that the focus is on the action rather than the doer of the action or rather than the agent. So here the focus is on the object. You know, we focus on the object.
Yes.
For example, we say Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. Shakespeare is the doer or the agent.
Yeah.
Wrote is the main verb in the past, and Hamlet is
The
you know,
object.
the object. So here in this case, we are focusing on Shakespeare here because this sentence is in the active voice. But if we want to make our, you know,
To transform it
to
into the passive.
transform it, or our focus
Yeah.
on the action itself, on the object itself, here
Gotta
we
use.
change into passive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to put Hamlet at the beginning of the sentence,
Very nice.
which is the object.
Good.
So the object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the
Of the
passive
main-
The
sentence.
new subject or a subject of the new sentence. Very nice.
Yes.
Then the
Then
second
we have
step.
to bring one of the verbs to be.
Go.
And the main verb is wrote in the simple past. So we have to use was or were.
Was
and
or
because
were.
Hamlet
According to the
is
number.
yes,
Hamlet is
singular, so we have to use was.
Singular.
was written
Then
here
the
we
main
say
verb.
by Shakespeare.
In the
Do
past
you
participle.
think that the focus here in this sentence, in the passive sentence, is on Hamlet or on Shakespeare?
On Hamlet, of course,
It is
we are
on Hamlet here.
focusing on the object.
Yes, because we started with Hamlet. Hamlet was written by Shakespeare.
Actually, Mr. Kareem, sometimes it's okay to delete the agent.
Yeah, of
When
course,
you use by,
of
the
course,
preposition
of
by,
course, it is.
and plus the agent.
Yes.
But one of the cases that when we use the passive voice is when to emphasize the agent.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, you say that Hamlet was written by Shakespeare. I know.
Yes.
The attention is, or the focus is on the play.
Yes.
Of Shakespeare, which
Yes,
is Hamlet
yes,
in this case. But again, you used another case,
Yes.
which is
yes.
to emphasize the agent.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
Hamlet was written by who? By Shakespeare.
Yes, right. Very nice. This is a very good point. Thank you, Mr. Hamid, for it. But here, as we said, when we use the passive, then the focus is on the object rather than
the
the
subject,
subject,
yeah.
or rather than who did the action.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Very nice. Here we have some examples in our book. Pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats. Okay, so pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go on, we have a call from Sidra. Hello, Sidra.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Very good. Sidra, what's your question?
I want to know if we have in sentence since or for, which better to choose present perfect simple, present perfect or present perfect continuous.
Actually, very nice. Actually, since and for can be used with both present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. So you can use since and for with both, okay, tenses.
But
yes.
But we have to pay attention to the main verb, if it is a state verb or a dynamic verb.
Exactly, exactly. So here, Miss Basima says you have to pay attention to the type of the verb. We have action verbs and we have, static verbs or state verbs. State verbs never takes ing.
Like, for
They never
example,
take
love
ing.
or like or
Love, like, remember, maybe, okay.
understand.
You know, understand.
Verbs of senses,
Yeah.
verbs of perception.
Exactly. These are called state verbs. So these verbs cannot be used with ing. So never use them in ing. While the others, all the actions can be used with ing. And since for can be used with both of them. Thank you for your call.
By the way, Mr. Karim.
Yes, please. Another question?
Yes.
Yes.
The introduction in scientific book.
Sorry?
The introduction in scientific book.
What about it?
Maybe it come in final exam.
Actually study it, surf it, surf it because it is useful. It might give you an idea of what? Of the whole book, what we are going to study in the supplement scientific book. Read it, okay? You can make use of it. You can benefit from it. Read it. It is not so long. It doesn't take much time from you. You can read it, and you might have, a good idea about what we are going to study in the supplement scientific book. Another question?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Sorry? Mustafa? Hello, Mustafa.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, Mustafa, your question?
Yes.
What's your question?
في بروجة بس التلفزيون
Sorry? Sorry? Would you please repeat again?
التلفزيون.
Television? What television? What about television? Mustafa,
What?
Mustafa, please, what's your question? Do you have a question?
No.
No? Then why are you calling us?
بالصفحة
Maybe it's the hearing camera, I think.
Yes.
صفحة 151.
What book?
151.
Which book?
We don't have one.
We don't have 151. We don't have this book or this page.
Maybe a
Sorry,
different
sorry.
symposium.
Yes? What page? Okay, طيب سؤالك in Arabic.
بالعربي؟
Okay, yes, ask me in Arabic.
بصفحة 251.
There is no, ما في. There is no 251. There is no this page.
بالثاني.
Also in the second one.
طب sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you for your call. Yes. Pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats. Okay? So, would you please, Basima, give me or give us the original sentence of this? Here we say pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats. This sentence, yeah.
Thick, warm coats. If I wanna,
Yes.
get it back to its original.
Yes.
Thick, warm coats protect pandas. In this case, I
Yes.
transform the sentence I turn it back from the passive into the active.
Exactly.
Pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats.
Yeah.
Thick, warm coats protect pandas.
Yes, protect pandas. Very nice. So here we say thick, warm coats protect pandas.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Taking into consideration that this sentence is in the present symbol.
Yes, exactly. Of
So
course.
I gotta stick to the tense.
Yes. So here we say pandas are protected by their thick, warm coats. Now we have a call from Maria from Damascus. Maria, good afternoon. Maria? Hello, Maria.
Hello,
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yes,
Are you studying well?
yes.
What's your question, Maria? Maria, what's your question? Maria? Maria? Maria, hello?
Please, ما بسمع.
What is your question, Maria?
ما بسمع منيح.
What is your question?
She can't hear you well.
I know. Maria, would you please listen to me from the telephone, not from TV? Maria. Sorry, Maria. Sorry, I can't hear you, and you can't hear me. Okay, let's now complete. About passive voice. Yes. Here we said that pandas are protected by their thick warm coats.
Yeah.
Here we said that the focus or the attention is more on the action rather than
the doer
of the action or the agent.
Yeah.
Okay? So we are going also to take more examples, because examples are very good to make our students understand the idea. If we take, for example, until 1960s, people hunted pandas for their skin. We have this sentence. So the laptop, please, good. Until 1960s, people hunted pandas for their skin. Now, where is the object in this sentence now?
The pandas.
Good. So here we say the pandas are, or this word is the object.
Yeah.
Then, until 1960s, people hunted. Here we have simple past.
Yeah.
Okay, pandas for their skin. So we have here people, we have pandas, and we have
verb.
The main verb. So here, how do we change this sentence into passive?
First of all, we have to put the object at the beginning, pandas.
Good.
Then one of the verbs to be, and it must be in the simple past.
In simple past, because we are talking about something happened in the past.
So it must be where.
Yes.
Because pandas are plural.
Good.
Yeah. Were then hunted in the past participle.
Yes.
For their skin.
Very nice, for their skins. So here we say, until the 1960s, pandas were hunted for their skin.
Yeah.
Pandas were hunted.
Yeah.
So pandas is now the subject of the passive sentence.
Yeah.
Then where is the form, the suitable form of verb to be, because we are talking about pandas, which is plural, and also hunted is the past participle of the verb, the main verb, which is hunt. So hunt, hunted, hunted. This is a regular verb. So the past and past participle are formed by adding ed.
Exactly.
Very nice. Good. Mr. Hamid, more examples also. Or we said that we use the passive to make the sentence more formal.
With the passive voice?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So
we change it to passive to make it more formal.
Yes, and this is a very important.
Yes.
How? And actually, for example, when I say my magazine has been taken. In order to make it, my magazine has been taken.
Yes.
So actually, when I use the passive here, I made this sentence, more polite. Actually,
more polite, more formal.
More polite than saying you took my magazine.
Yes.
Instead of saying you took my magazine, that's very rude.
So it is also impersonal. It is more formal and it is more impersonal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. We are going to complete after a call. We have Ibrahim from Hama. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Very nice to hear you. Yes, Ibrahim, what's your question?
My question is how we can making a question tags when we didn't have an auxiliary in the question.
Oh my God, the question tag is in grade 9. It is not in the baccalaureate, but okay, no problem. We can give you an idea about question tag. Listen to me, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, for example, I say, your name is, when we don't have an auxiliary verb, you like chocolate.
Yes.
Here, you like chocolate. You like chocolate. This is a sentence, right, that doesn't have an auxiliary verb. So you like is in simple present.
Yes.
And you takes do, right?
Yes.
The first part of the sentence is in the positive. Then the second part or the question tag should be or must be in the negative.
Yeah.
You like chocolate, don't you? You live in Hama, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Right? So here, if we talk about he or she, we say she lives in Hama, doesn't she?
Yes.
She loves or she likes chocolate, doesn't she? Do you understand it now?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you for your call. Right. This is about what? This is about, passive. So the focus is on the action rather than the doer or the agent of the action. Very nice. Okay, so we talked about impersonal and something which is more formal.
Yeah.
Okay, we said pandas were originally found in several parts of Asia. Right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Pandas were originally found in several parts of Asia. So look here. Here we are talking about a fact, something formal. When I talk about pandas and say originally found in several parts of Asia. So what do we mean by this? Here it is what? It is here formal. We are talking about something, okay, related to animals, related to geography maybe, related to zoology, etc. So this is formal. So here we say pandas were originally found in several parts of Asia. So here, in order to be formal in our speech, we use the passive voice. Can you please, now, if you know the doer very well, do you need to use it in active or in passive? We know the doer.
Yeah, when the doer of the action or when the doer of the sentence, it's obvious from the context. In this case, we gotta use the passive.
We use the passive.
It's unimportant.
Example.
For example, when I say Adam's book will be published on Thursday, who gonna publish the book? It's it's unimportant to mention it.
Very nice. Or when we say, for example, the criminal was arrested.
Yeah.
The criminal was arrested. Who arrests criminals?
Yeah. It's obvious.
It is obvious.
From the context,
Yes.
the police.
Yes,
Yeah.
the police. So here we don't need to use to say the police arrested the. No, we don't need that. We say the criminal was arrested by the. The criminal was arrested. That's all.
So
A
there's
lot
no
of
need
factual
to-
mistakes were made in this article. Well,
Yes.
who made the mistakes? It's very obvious from the context. The author himself made the mistakes.
Very nice. Also, when we don't know the doer of the action or the agent, also in this case,
Yes.
we use the
the
passive.
passive, yeah.
For example, someone stole your money. You don't know who stole your money.
Yeah.
You say, my money was stolen.
Who stole it? We don't know.
We don't know. Or you find the window of your house broken. You
Yeah.
say, the window is broken or was broken. You don't know who broke it.
Yeah.
But when you know, you say, Ahmed broke the window.
Yeah. We gotta
Karim
use the
broke
active.
the window.
Yes,
Okay.
we use the active voice.
Yeah, here we use the active because we know it. Right,
Yeah.
very nice. Actually, the time, is almost over. And it really passed very quickly because we had, a lot of calls. And I hope that in future lessons or seminars, we are going to complete this topic, right? We are going to talk about reported speech and other rules in our book. In the end, I'd like to thank you very, very, very much, Ms. Basima, for your participation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Hamid, thank you very much for your also participation.
Thank you so much.
In
It
this.
was my pleasure.
Thank you. Dear students, dear colleagues, Till we meet again, this is Karim Qassabi greeting you from the Syrian Educational Channel in Damascus. Thank you. Goodbye.